This season, I've been following the winner in each round of the FA Cup, and as we've reached the first round, I thought I'd recap the qualifying rounds. Starting in early August with Combined Counties Premier North side Edgware and Kingsbury, as they took on British Airways, where the Wares Cup campaign took off, as they came out on top winning 2-0. The preliminary round saw me travel back to Silver Jubilee Park, as Edgware and Kingsbury took on Southern Counties East Premier Division side and last season's FA Vase winners Whitstable Town, who swept away the Wares as the Oyster Boys put 9 past the Green and Whites to see the Reds go through to the first qualifying round, winning 9-0. For the first qualifying round, I travelled from northwest London to southeast London, as Whitstable themselves had a mountain to climb, as they took on Dulwich Hamlet, who at the time sat second in the Isthmian Premier Division, 2 divisions above the Oyster Boys, and that golf in leagues showed, as the Pink and Blues were 2-0 up and cruising within half an hour. But a red card for Dulwich's goal scorer Luke Wanadio saw the Oyster Boys slowly claw their way back into the game, as they halved the deficit just after the hour mark, and then the Reds were level 8 minutes later to bring the score to 2-2, and the Oyster Boys then pulled off the cup set in the dying moments of the game, as a cross in from the edge of the penalty box found the head of Javon Splat to send the fans and the players into raptures, and Whitstable into the second qualifying round, where they took on another Isthmian Premier League side as they hosted Chichester City, and this time it was the Reds that took the lead halfway through the half, as Curtis Da Costa deflected the ball into his own net, and it looked as though Whitstable would keep their 1-0 lead. But 12 minutes from time, a rocket from striker Lloyd Rowlett levelled the tie at 1-1, and the two sides met again 4 days later, as Whitstable travelled from the Kent coast to the south coast, as they played Chichester City in the replay, which was a tight affair throughout. But shortly after the beginning of the second half, Whitstable found a breakthrough, as a cross-in from the right-hand side found Ashton Day, and that was enough for the Oyster Boys to clinch their place in the third qualifying round, where they took on yet another side 2 divisions above them, as Southern Premier League side Hungerford Town travelled down to the Kent coast, where another upset was on the cards for the lowest ranked team left in the competition, as a headed goal from Bradley Schaefer just after the half an hour mark put the Oyster Boys into the lead, and with 20 minutes to go, Joe Healy fired home to put Whitstable Town into the fourth qualifying round for the first time in their history, where the Reds set up an away trip back into northwest London to take on National League side Wealdstone, where the travelling Whitstable fans were hopeful for an upset, but the side from 4 divisions above proved too strong for the Oyster Boys, as the Stones were 5-0 up by half-time, although a potential upset was on the cards when Whitstable pulled a goal back at the beginning of the second half, to the delight of the travelling fans. But 5-1 is how this game ended, and it'll be Wealdstone I'll be following into the first round of this year's FA